What's going on, guys? Today's a rainy day in LA, which absolutely never happens. I'm Alejandro, and let's talk about cars. You go, hit it, Pedro! Wow, Pedro, very well done. I see you've been hitting it really hard. For those of you who are brand new to the channel, well, there's about like 50,000 of you, and thank you so very much for joining, subscribing, and for following. This is a show where we just talk about cars and nothing else. So with that said, let's get the party started with what's exciting me right now. What are the two new cars that I'm excited? Now, number one, I already talked about it, is the Maybach S650 Cabriolet. But Alejandro, it sounds so stupid. You're buying just an S65 Cabriolet AMG, fucking long ass names in the first place. Yeah, I totally understand that. I get to see the car in person. It looks insane. The interior looks different than the regular one or the 65 or anything like that. The leather on the seats looks amazing. Amazing. It's unreal, the detail that went into those, and they look very, very comfortable. I'm excited to see how the car feels, handles, and everything, but so far, a few of the stats are making it a limited production car. 300 are going to be made, 75 are only going to make it to the US. All of the cars are pre-spec'd, so you're going to get the red one, blue one, or a white one. They're only making 10 of the red ones that are making it to the US, 32 of the blue, and 33 of the white, or the other way around. I didn't know that the red color on the one that you see right now, it's the classic Maybach color, so that's, I'm guessing that'll be more exclusive. I have no idea. Honestly, guys, I'm getting one. Why am I getting one? Because I want it done. I know that sounds weird. Oh, what the fuck did you just say, Alejandro? I want it done. I want a big car convertible that's luxurious, where I can take the boys out and go on an adventure. Why? Because it fits with the channel, with everything that we're doing right now so well. And the Dawn's $100,000 more. And now you're thinking, but Mercedes depreciate like a mofo too, Alejandro. Why the hell would you buy this? I am willing to take a gamble on this one and say that just the rarity plus the Maybachness plus the little bit of extras that they added to the car will be enough for people to really fall for it. That's 100% my bet on that. And what does that mean to me? That means that I get to drive a car way more and not lose as much money for the show. So, boop, let's fingers crossed. That's one. The second one is, it's another car that is not brand new. It's not that, ooh, but McLaren just officially announced that they're making the F1, the three-seater homage car that they were not releasing before. Do you guys remember that? We're gonna talk about the new McLaren F1, the one that McLaren's not building at all, and that is not the F1, and it's not a three-seater, and that no one wants that car. There's only 64, and McLaren itself is sending out the contracts to whoever they think is worthy of that. So they're gonna do it. They're gonna make 64 of those cars. That's the last time I saw one of those contracts. I thought they were making 64 cars. I'm not entirely sure where they at right now with that. Three-seater, and it also read on the contract that it was not gonna be street legal, which is a little bit concerning, but then again, remember that the P1 GTR is not street legal, but there are some street legal P1 GTR. So with that in mind, know that that car is going to be obscene. Three people, it's an homage. It's not like directly another F1, because the F1 was the benchmark, and this is not supposed to be that. This is supposed to be a hyper cruiser GT, if that makes any sense whatsoever in your head. It does in mine. So I hope we're still here. We're still here. Obviously, I have no chance in the world at getting one of those. Damn! That's a cool car, just not for me. Now from there, let me go into something that I loved. And you know what I loved? I loved the damn Grand Tour. That came out 2 days ago. The boys are back. Jeremy, Captain Slow, and Hammond are back, and it was awesome. I hate talking about movies, and I hate to talk about TV shows and car shows, because I work in that industry, and it's like when you know a magic trick, once you know how it's done, you're like, but these guys just spent every single dime that they got to make this show. They spent it so fucking well. Kudos to you guys. That is the greatest car show of all time, in my opinion. So that is a dream of mine now. I want to make one of those shows, like have a hefty budget and really just go to town with it. And you know what else I loved about it? When they came out, they did this whole promo thing where they just random crash Prius appeared all over the world, and I'm sure Pedro's linking some images right now. That is awesome. That's out of the box for self-promotion, and I love that. Anyone that has a great marketing strategy, it's a legend in my book, because today that's one of the most important things. Boom! Incredible! And from something so awesome, I want to go into something that's like, what the fuck, which is, how do you guys think Donald Trump's presidency will affect the car world in the United States or in the rest of the world? I'm going to tell you right now the facts, because a lot of people seem to be confused about this. It's rather simple. What Donald Trump wants is for everyone, for no jobs to leave America, according to what he pitched at the beginning, right? He doesn't want NAFTA to wait the way it's working, because all of the cars that Ford, that General Motors, that Mercedes, that everyone's taking to Canada or to Mexico to produce because it's way cheaper to produce, he doesn't want that. So he'll make Ford, for example, say, fuck your plant there, you keep building cars in here. So if that happens, the reality is he's planning on taxing imports. That way, American cars will be way cheaper in America and people will be more motivated to buying American, also creates more jobs and all that shit. It also comes with a downfall of it, right? What's the downfall of that? That every other car is going to be 30% or more expensive. This is not a reality yet. This might never happen, but this is what the policy says. So I'm just gonna leave this one out to you, and this is gonna be the question of the day. What do you guys think will really happen with this? What is your hope? What are you afraid of? I'm personally just terrified that every other car that's not American, it's truly going to be 35% over. I mean, if you guys look at $1 million cars, that's $350,000, and then it's just exponential, right? So there's that for us car people to look forward or not look forward. And what's on the verge of depreciation this week for me, it's the Acura NSX. Finally dropped. I've been offered a couple of them under sticker now for the dealer. I actually heard Farshad got a chance to get him one, and he said that it's incredible, that you get a lot for your money, but in the end of the day, the biggest downfall of that Acura, of that NSX, it's that still at the end of the day an Acura, a Honda product, and you can see it all over it. I have not personally yet touched the car, but just looking at the market and everything that's going on, that car will go down and go down and go down, and then at some point way down in the future will go up. But for now, it's just going to take a free dive, I think, from now on. What do you guys think? And before ending the video, guys, a lot of you have been asking me, what's the deal with the gang? Did you leave the gang or not? The reality is, absolutely I did. And I don't want to get into any rumors, and I don't want to make a big deal out of anything. Here's the deal. Those guys, it's 12 of us in the company, right? Or was 12 of us in the company. And most of those guys had a direction in mind that was not mine. So simply put, without like any he said, she said bullshit, we had a disagreement on where the direction of the company was. I personally thought we had to go in a certain direction, which is basically what you've seen in every single thing that I do. They're going their own way, I'm going my own way. How is that affecting you guys? And the reality is, I hope it doesn't, because I still believe and 100% support the idea that cars unite people. It's 100% true. Cars do unite people, and they brought it to my friends, and honestly, I'm living the life that I'm living because of cars, and because I love them, and because they're my passion. I'm not telling you guys to not be behind it. You guys can make your own decision. You guys will see it. A lot of you were confused about like, what's gonna happen to Banging Gears? What's gonna happen to the channel? What's gonna happen to Let's Talk About Cars? I don't know why that was a question. Those are all my shows. Let's Talk About Cars. Let's Talk About Cars is my show. The Hotbox Hot Topics is my show. Banging Gears is our show. What else? The vlogs are our shows. So everything that you see and you've seen on the channel until today will remain. Obviously, some people won't be a part of it that you've seen before. I want to just ask you guys if you can please just stop asking me, because it's just like going through a recent breakup, or like when you go and you don't talk to a friend anymore. It feels like that. So I just don't want to be reminded of it every single fucking time. I'm doing what I love, and this is what I'll always do and never stop doing. So if you guys have any questions, I'll be making a lot of videos. Salamandrian has an app coming out. If you're curious about like where the channel's going, we already made a video on that. So Pedro, please link it here. I believe it was named How Do I Make My Money? And in that I explain everything that I'm doing right now. Like literally everything is right there if you're curious about it. I always appreciate your support, guys. It means the world to me, and I never intend to create any problems. I literally just walk, whenever I see a problem, whenever I see that something's not gonna work out, whenever I see something that's not right in my eyes. I can obviously be wrong every single time. I walk away from it without saying anything. No one's at blame. This happens all the fucking time to everyone, and to some would be embarrassing to admit. You know, I apparently didn't run the company the way it was supposed to be ran, but so you guys know what I did until now was I put it in all my videos because I wanted everyone to hear about it. That was mainly my thing, and that's why it's so connected to my brand name. You won't see any more of that, and at least for a long time. Like I said, I just need some space, please. It's like you know, we're not friends with benefits anymore. Everything aside from literally cupgang.com or carsunitepeople.com and their store will still happen the way it's been happening. So nothing's changing for that. We're still gonna throw events. Pedro Farghini, myself, and some others will be throwing events like we always do. Our thing has always been uniting people, but most importantly, it's about to have fun. I want people to enjoy their life, to not think about like that shitty day that they're having, these fucking stupid problems that we're talking about. I just want them to like zone out and go to a happy place. That's my message that I'm always getting across with everyone. Don't take life too seriously. Respect that everyone has an opinion and they can be completely separate from yours. So anyways, that's a big spiel. Thank you so very much for watching. Thank you so very much for your support. I'm Alejandro, and I do not approve this message. Thank you guys. Take care. Oh, PS. You'll see way more Let's Talk About Cars Yo and other stuff on the channel. Mostly 100% during the week you're going to see vlogs, and during the weekend you're going to see the cars, because views, which is what people like, the more views, that means more people like, are loving the vlogs more, and we're incorporating a lot of car content, so we're sticking to the vlogs, and a lot of very exciting things are coming up. So I can't wait to share with you guys and for you guys to see it yourselves like I always do, because I always come through, guys. Come on, I even made a thing called penis points. Take care. Bye.